This is an introduction to the LMS learning platform, Schoology, and what this is designed to do is just give you a general overview as far as how to begin your navigation and your use of Schoology in your classroom. The first thing that you'll need to do is sign in to Schoology, and there's the web address. It's schoology.easdpa.org, and it has /home, but you would not need the /home. What it does is it will bring you to your home page, and so this is where all of your announcements are. It displays recent activity, upcoming events, things that you've done, posted. There's some suggested apps over here. You also have access to your calendar, which you would have here, as well as the calendar here. You have messages available. You also, along the top, is your home screen, so you click on the home screen to take you where you are now. The drop down here has the courses that you teach or courses that you are enrolled in. And so, for example, at our training we were enrolled in Ephrata Section 1. It was a class that was designed. We were invited, given an access code, and we signed into the class there. But all your classes are listed there, and they are generated each year for you by the tech department, so it's one less step that we have to do. Groups will be here. I made a fake science department group where you can invite all of the science department members and have chats and have a shared calendar. So for example, Keystone test dates and meeting times and so on and so forth could go on that calendar that you can either view or hide in the program. Your resources would be basically the filing cabinet in your room, and this is where you store all of your things, files and so on and so forth, video clips, assignments. That all goes into the resources tab. At the top here you have a mail tab, and yesterday there's a message from Mr. Marzak. We had our training on Schoology, and he was very appreciative for the Tic Tacs, and he sent me a little message there showing his appreciation. But this is a good way for you to communicate with colleagues as well as students. The next tab you have here would be your requests, and next are notifications. And so as you see, a new grade was posted for dinosaur pretest. So yesterday I, as a student, enrolled in the class and did a dinosaur pretest. The instructor graded my test and posted it, and it would come up there for students to see, or for me as well. And so this is I'm kind of looking at both sides of the desk here, if you will. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go into your course. And so under the Courses tab, you'll drop down a course, and whichever class you would like to start working on. For us, we're going to do EHS Schoology, Section 1. And this is what it'll look like. You have the option to change this picture. You just would click Edit Picture, and you can do that at your leisure. You can add your profile picture, or a neat little graphic there, so I could have mountains for my environmental science course, for example. And so first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to add some materials. And what I want to do is add a folder. And this folder should be the same for all of the classes in order to provide a more streamlined instruction for the students. And we are going to call this, it's going to be Course Information. And I can select the color of my folder here, and I'll go with blue. And so then in the description, we will call this Syllabus Course Information and Contact. Down here I can set the date, and so I will set my date for today, September 11th. And in this drop down menu it says availability. Do I want it visible or do I want it hidden? And so if I want to create the folder in advance, but I don't want the students to do it, so for example, it's Saturday, I'm setting the folder with particular assignments in, and I don't want the students to have access till Wednesday, you just hide it. And it's very similar to it in Moodle. It can be available after the start date, after the during. You can set the range there, which you would see up here, start and end date. But for now, we want this visible, and so what we'll do is we'll create a folder. And there you go. You can see that you have your course information there. On the right hand side, there's a sprocket or a gear, and it gives you the option to go in and edit the folder. You can move it to a different location in this course. You can copy it to courses. And so, for example, if you teach multiple environmental science classes, what you'll do is you'll go in and make one folder, and then you just copy it to all of your other courses. So that way you don't need to create 4 different folders for the exact same activity with the exact same content. You can also save this to your resources, which in the end, at the end of each year, you need to save the entire class to resources, because when the courses get repopulated next year, your information will be lost. But your resources stay the same. So once again, the whole course needs to be saved to the resources, because the class goes away, but the resources stay. Then, next year, you import the classes, or the class that you had from resources into the current school year, and everything is up and ready to go. You don't like the folder? Out she goes. Now, we will actually go into the course information. You click on that. Now I'm inside the folder. And now I'm inside this folder, and since I said on the description that I wanted it to have my syllabus, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go down here and add a file. And so you will click on Add File, and I can add a file, a link, or an external tool. And so if you want to put a video link in there to, say, Khan Academy, or a link to anything, any website, you can put it there. But for now, going after my syllabus, I'm going to File, and it asks me to attach files, and I would like to do that. So I will attach files, and my syllabus is in my where is this? General stuff all years. Syllabus. Environmental science syllabus. And there it pops up. If it's not the right one, you can get rid of it. Okay? Here gives you the option to align learning objectives. For the time being, we're going to let that go, because what that is if it's a writing prompt, we'll say, and it corresponds to Pennsylvania state standards, blah 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 blah, you go in there and you attach the standards to the writing assignment, or the writing prompt. Over here, it tells you that it is visible to students. What you read is what it is, and so it reads visible to students, they see it. It reads hidden, it's now hidden. Okay, it's kind of backwards to some extent, if you will. And then another one here, if you want to copy this to courses, once again, I could click on this, and it provides me with a list of all my classes. And I say, you know what, I want to put my syllabus in this one, this one, this one, however many you want. But then within that class, you say, you know what, I want it in this particular folder. And so you have the option to upload it all at once, and it helps to streamline the process. So I'm done with that. Oh no, I hit cancel there instead of add, so I had to pause it and fix that mess up. I'm going to add it, and magically my syllabus will appear in my course information. Next, I'm going to add some more materials, but this time I'm going to add a page. And this page is strictly for my contact information. And so of course I'll put the title, and then how to reach me. This is just a description for it. Once again, you have your different tools here which you can play around. You can insert a hyperlink, insert content such as images, links. You can see them all there. You can spell check it to make sure you spelled everything right. I will create my page, and there's my contact information page. Once again, same sprocket or gear over there. When I enter the contact information page, you'll find this, how to reach me. And so let's say that I say, well, how do you reach you? So what I'll do is I'll go back here and I'll edit that, because I don't have anything on the page except for how to reach me. So let's do this. I'll say, here's my signature, and I will copy that signature, and paste it there and say, look, there's my contact information. And now when I click Save Changes, the page title stayed the same, but when I click on it, instead of it simply saying how to contact me, oh yeah, that's how you get a hold of me. You know, there's my email, it's a hyperlink, and so when anytime someone clicks on the email there, it'll be prompted to take them to the email, so they can easily get in touch with us if they need to. So now that I'm done with working on that particular page, getting some content in, I'm going to go home. Home will take me back to my home page here, and let's see how we did. So if I go to Schoology, or the Schoology training, notice my home screen is changed. You can track what you've done. This would be the members on the left hand side. We will not use attendance, but for members you can click on the members tab and it will show you who is enrolled into the class there. And I think that's about it for now. So hopefully that'll help to get you started with Schoology, and if you have any questions, please feel free to let Brett Marzak know. I'd be happy to stay after school most days with you and help you out.